right, well, here I am. What's up, everybody? Wondering if you guys can hear me properly. Make sure that I sound good. Hopefully everything is good to go. I think I have everything right. I'm almost positive I have everything right. That is the fun part of doing this all on your own, is you try to figure out what works, what doesn't work. So yeah. All right. Anyway, welcome to Beauty and Brawn. Obviously, I am Brawn. Beauty is absent as of right now. The guy likes to run late, like it's his job. Like, running late is his job. Do you guys understand that? I don't understand it. Do you guys understand it? Like, why is running late? I was always under the philosophy, right? If you're late, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And I believe that being true. I am always 15 minutes early to anything, right? And that's just me. I'm always trying to be 15 minutes early to anything. Because if it's taking time out of my day, then it must be important, right? That's the way I look at it. It must be important. If it is taking time out of my day to figure out all of that. I had a pretty interesting weekend. It was a very, very interesting weekend. I'm going to share my whole weekend with you guys here in just a second. It was. I don't even understand that. Okay, we are live. Okay, cool. All right, sweet. All right, I'm just checking to make sure that we're live. We're good. So, and make sure the audio is good. Yeah, no, my weekend was interesting. It really was. I had my 20-year class reunion. And I don't know if anybody's ever been out of high school longer than, a couple years or, but 20 years. And I'm not quite sure you guys know what I do for a profession, but I am a professional wrestler. And I get hit in the head a lot, right? And I've been cracked with chairs over the head and might have had a couple concussions here and there. Who knows, right? But with that being said, I barely remembered anybody, right? And 20 years is 20 years, right? And even the person that threw the party, right? The what's it called? The class reunion. I didn't even know, and I felt bad. I felt extremely bad about that. And like I said, it probably could be for me getting hit in the head. Oh, look who decides to show up.
The party can start.
We were talking about, being on time and being, 1 second. He needs to do something. Yeah. Being, when you're late means you're on time. When you're early, you're on time. Right?
That's right.
Right. Okay.
You're so smart.
I feel like I'm fairly smart.
So smart.
I feel like I'm fairly smart. Yes. But yeah, my high school class reunion was this weekend, and it was very, very weird. It was just not, and I think it was because, like, I don't remember anybody, and I think that's possibly because I get hit in the head a lot. And I was going up and, like, introducing myself to people, and they were looking at me like, "Yeah, fucker, we know who you are," and like that is a horrible angle, but okay.
Where else?
Put it right there. Put it right there. Put it right there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, because that's, yeah, just go back a little bit. There you go. Or, yeah, that works, I guess. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, we're live on all kinds of.
Party can start. What's up, bro?
What do you got there?
My protein drinks.
Oh, what is that? The
Premier.
The
shit,
Premiers?
Junk.
Pure
Premier
junk. It's pure junk.
Pure junk. Gives me what I need.
Yeah.
Clean specimen type quality.
Not if you're drinking junk. That doesn't make you specimens.
This isn't junk. This is okay.
It's like
This is
the muscle milk.
it's like all the same. It's basically the same concoction of protein, right?
Yeah. 20 grams of protein in this drink. You know, what is it? 20 grams of protein, 0 carbs, 1 gram of sugar.
This is actually 3 grams of fat, 5 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber, 30 protein.
Nice.
Nice.
Just put it right on the floor. Fantastic. Anyway,
Beauty and Brian is here.
yeah,
Are we recording?
Yeah, we've been recording. Yeah, because we went live at 3. Because that's what we do is we go live at 3. We don't go live at 3:05.
We go live at 3:03.
We don't go live at 3:03. We don't go live
go
at
live at
3:05.
3.
We go live at 3.
Listen, we go live when I get here.
Okay.
That's when we go live.
No, we go live when I push the button that we go live. That's when we go live. If you guys don't know, we're over on YouTube.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I've graced you with my presence.
I'm not.
You're welcome.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Why? Wait, hold on. Your arm's on fire. Put it out.
Why is my
Put your arm out. It's on fire.
Oh, you're talking my tattoos. Oh, you're funny.
Let's get it going.
You're funny. You're funny. Anyway, have you ever been to a class reunion?
Fuck no.
Okay.
I don't go to that shit.
Why not?
Well,
Honestly,
boring. Boring. I can only word that comes to my head is it's probably gonna be boring, and I just. Plus, in my
How were you in high school? Were you popular in high school? Were you like?
I hung out with popular groups. You could call them popular groups, so social groups. Like
yeah.
we in our Royal Granny High School is where I went to high school. We had, typically like the cooler crowds would hang out in what we call the quad area,
Mm-hmm.
and that was compartmentalized by a multitude of groups like ASB and I don't even remember the names of the groups. I don't remember, but a lot of the outside class, the outsiders would be in the, what was it called? The 900 wing area. We called it was the 900 wing area.
What do you got? Were you in prison?
Anyways,
the 900 wing area.
I can't really remember. I was in high school over 20 years ago. I don't really remember, man, but I hung out with popular kids. Yeah, I was popular.
Okay, you were popular?
Yeah.
Okay. I was not popular.
I was well liked by certain people, and I was also not liked by other people. Like, the ag community really didn't like me. Because, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because the ag community is really into like 4x4s and trucks and shit like that, right? Well, I had a truck in high school, and my truck was the nicest truck in high school. And that was obviously granted to me by my parents. Like, I didn't work for that. My parents gave me that shit. They wanted me to be in a safe vehicle, and we ended up finding this truck online. Or not online, it was a photo ad back then. It was really fucking nice. Good deal, like almost brand new. Lifted, chrome undercarriage. The guy that built it really well. And my parents were doing really well at the time. So and I'm their only son, they gifted me with that truck. And I couldn't have done that on my own. I couldn't afford that. So I was fortunate to have parents that spoiled me in that regard. And with the truck, okay, well, that came with a lot of hate, and by preferentially the agriculture department, because the agriculture like wing of the high school, because those are the guys that were into like the 4x4s and the lifted trucks and shit. Okay, but they didn't have nice trucks. Talking about they had like 72 Chevys, 70s, Dodges, like old Dodges, old Fords and shit. And so they naturally, men versus men is competitive. It was, even at a high school level, it's competitive nature, competition between men. So they obviously didn't like me as a result. I got into lifting trucks. I got into selling parts and wheels and tires, lift kits, etc., and installing them too, because my truck got me into that. Because then I added to that truck. I put a more bigger lift kit on it, etc., bigger wheels and tires. And I got into that, the mechanical side of it. And so when I started installing lift kits and building trucks, suspension-wise, and I started to have a few trucks out on the community, that got their attention and they got their respect. So really, the only thing that got me in with those people was fucking respect. Because before that, they didn't respect me. But then when I showcased that I'm not just this pretty boy that has a pretty truck, I can actually do the work and I can actually build this shit, then they respected me. And I had a business in high school doing that, and then that went into like college, and then I stopped it.
Because it was because you actually put in the hard work behind it and became like that grease monkey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they didn't,
because that's the agriculture in high school, like auto shop, people that worked on their cars, people that like went out to the dunes and beat their shit up and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then they went and fucking fixed it. You show up with this brand new shiny truck that never put any work into it. You know what I mean?
And on top of that, the way I looked, it was
not. Explain.
I look what I look now, but just in a immature version, you know, fucking immature clothing. I had earrings, you know, stupid fake diamond earrings in my ears. I look like a fucking idiot, dude. But back then, I was.
You sound like you were part of a boy band.
I was. I mean, it looked like it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. But I still pulled in bitches, and I think they hated me also because of that. Because I had girls around me wherever I went, and so they naturally didn't like that. And then on top of that, I had this fucking sick truck. Fuck him. You know what I mean? Like, that's... Why would you not think that about me? I would think that about me if I was an outsider looking in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Popular with girls. Best truck in the fucking high school. Well-liked by my crowd of people.
You were like the Justin Timberlake of AG.
You know what's funny is, I hate to admit this, but they had, you know, the yearbook?
Yeah.
Well, they said they put a picture of Justin Timberlake when he was in NSYNC next to my picture, and it was like a picture that I was like a candid picture of me smiling.
Did you have the curls and shit too?
I mean, I have curly hair, period.
Yeah.
To get this hair, I gotta like blow dry it, because otherwise my hair's thick and curly.
So you do have the curly Timberlake hair.
Yeah, but he has curly Q hair. Like, I had curly wavy hair. I had curly wavy hair, but not like his, but similar.
We would not have been friends.
No, of course not.
No.
You would have been an outsider in my high school, you know?
100%. I was an outsider in my high school, let alone any other high school.
What brought that up, though? What brought the high school? Oh, the high school reunion?
Yeah, because the high school reunion, because you're like, fuck that, I'm going to go to the high school reunion and all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You all right?
Just spilt all over my shirt.
Did you really? You're like a...
I spilled last time,
You're a giant child.
I am. Yeah.
You are. You are a giant child.
Fuck it.
You all right? You okay? You need a bib?
I do need a bib.
You got a fucking hole in your lip?
Just to get a drink of water.
All right. Hell. Anyway, so I went to the class reunion, right? And I'm walking in, and I first off, there was only like maybe 50 people there, right? And I graduated in a class of like 200 and something, right? It's only about 50 people there, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Put your chair up a little bit, so the live can see you.
Put my chair up a little.
Maybe
bit?
just a tad.
Oh, maybe you...
Or move the thing.
Maybe you need to learn how to fucking put something somewhere so it's just not focused on you.
I didn't. I tried to focus it on both of us.
Sorry, guys. He's a little numbnutty. Anyway. And it was just one of those things where it was just like, I feel like I've been hit in the head too many times. Like on a shoot, like... I feel like I've been hit in the head too many times because I was walking up to people and I was introducing myself to them. And they were looking at me like, yeah, fucker, we know who you are. Right? And I had no idea who 75% of the people were, give or take. No fucking clue. You know? And I felt bad. I felt really bad that I didn't know. No, and a lot of them were like, dude, we love that you know, a couple of them came up to me and was like, dude, you like followed your dream of pro wrestling because you've always been into pro wrestling. It's fucking awesome. And yada, yada, yada. And like, I work a 9-to-5 job. My job's boring as fuck. Like, da, 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 da. And I'm like, all right, that's cool, man. But a lot of people were super intoxicated too. And I didn't really like that either.
Yeah, like just belligerent idiots.
I didn't really like that either. I didn't really like the whole... people were showed up extremely intoxicated. And I was going to vlog the whole thing, but I didn't feel comfortable putting drunk people on my channel. Like it just wasn't there. But like I don't know, man. Like I feel like I might have been hit in the head too many times to remember people. You know? Like,
Probably.
it's just a thing, you know?
So what else?
I felt bad. Like I felt really bad. The food was good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they like catered the food to me, which was crazy. Like the guy literally came up to me. It was the girl's husband that was cooking, and he's like, "We knew you were coming, so we didn't put any like extra additives, like any kind of like salts or like we didn't create salted. We just used salt and pepper. Like we knew you were coming." I was
We
just
didn't create any salts.
not creating any salts, but like
any extra sodium. You mean?
yeah, any extra
Like added sodium.
added stuff. And I was just like, "Oh man, thanks. You didn't need to do that." You know, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
So was it a small reunion?
It was very small. It was at like some winery.
Huh.
It was at a winery, and then if you would have walked out and went to the left, there was fucking nothing. And then you would have probably walked down the street, and then you probably would have got shot. So
Oh, because it was Lompoc.
it was in
huh?
Lompoc, yeah. So, but other than that, man, I went and saw the new Fast and the Furious movie. That was really good. I really loved the way they did Jason Momoa's character. I really, really enjoyed the way, and I loved what they did at the end of it. And I'm not going to spoil it for everybody, but I love the way that they did it. So I thought it was a really, really good movie. Other than that, I didn't do fuck all. I went to the fights on Friday night.
What fights?
So they had amateur fights at the Madonna Expo Center, and there was more. Okay, these are microphones, right? We just need to talk in them, and it projects our voice. Hence, microphone, right? Projects. You don't have to yell into the damn thing for your voice to project. This fucking announcer guy. You all right there, Chief? You're all right. You're good. You're good. This announcer guy, I swear on everything that's holy, didn't understand it was a microphone. He kept yelling into it, and you couldn't understand what he was saying. Like, what? What the fuck did he say? Like, what? Huh? And, like, the production wasn't that great, to be 100% honest. It was amateur fights, I get it. But, like, if you're going to throw something like that and you're going to charge $60 a ticket, $40 a ticket, something like that, there's got to be some kind of structure behind it. There can't be a whole lot of downtime. Because then you're pretty much just taking people's money for fucking nothing. There was so much downtime. It didn't make sense. There was a couple grappling fights, and I think there was like maybe 2 MMA fights, but like they were amateur fights, so they had like shin guards on, and like there was no like elbows or no real knees to the face or anything like that. And once the ref felt like the opponent was in trouble, they stopped it, right? And it just was one of those things where it was just like, this is 3 hours of my life I'm not going to get back. Like, if you're going to run a production like that and you're going to charge $60 a head, sponsors, all that shit, you need to run a tighter ship. Bottom line, run a tighter ship. And I was talking to my buddy today, and he's like, oh, yeah, that was the tightest ship that they've ran. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it's worse? He goes, oh, yeah, the last couple ones were, like, fucking way worse. And he goes, that's why, like, I won't go unless I'm invited. And I'm like, fuck, man. Like, that's crazy. That's it, man. I got nothing other than that. What about you?
Let's see.
My fucking cheat meal was crazy. I had
I had a bunch of fast food for my cheat meal.
Did you again?
I had Little Caesars, and I had
Little Caesars.
Wendy's.
Underrated.
Yeah, that is, especially the stuffed crust pretzel pizza that we got.
Really?
It was really
You went
good.
with that, huh?
Yeah. That, Wendy's. I just was craving Wendy's and Little Caesars stuffed crust pretzel pizza.
It's funny. You spend more on gas than you do on food to get to your food.
Not me, dude. They're not. What are you talking? The food was expensive. Well, the food was. I spent $45 at Wendy's, and I spent $20 at Caesars.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but it's still more than the gas.
Yeah.
Let's see. You know,
I don't know. Tell me. What's on your mind, Pumpkin?
what? You're not as controversial as I like to be.
Mm-hmm.
But how about you do it? How about you be controversial for once?
Explain.
Well,
With
I
what?
think the listeners want to hear our viewpoints on things,
Okay.
and let's bring about a topic that deserves our viewpoints, deserves our opinions, our sides on things. Because after all, that is what this podcast is centered around.
Correct. So, what's the topic? You obviously have something in mind.
No, I don't.
Oh.
But I think that it deserves that focus. I think that there's a lot of things that go on in the world today that are maybe derived in conspiracy theory or just controversial nature, like politics. And
The thing is, though, is like politics are dog shit. Like, they literally are. I think that it doesn't matter if you're Republican. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat. It doesn't matter if you're fucking in the middle. It doesn't matter if you're fucking green, blue, purple, black, white. Doesn't fucking matter to me. I think if you're a politician, you're a fucking crook.
yeah, I can agree with you on that.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
You're not in it for the fucking people. You don't give a fuck about us. Two fucking shit. You're going to say what the fuck you want us to hear. So we go, yar!
I agree with that. As much as I'm not for any particular side,
Yeah.
I think that there are politicians that were more upstanding than others. They promulgated a type of rhetoric that was more conducive to authenticism.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And whereas others pandered to the public and what they thought they wanted to hear.
That's what it is, though. That's what politics is they pander. They pander to who are they going to get the most votes from, right? And in the world that we live in right now, the fucking beta world that we live in right fucking now, okay, the politicians are going to go towards that beta mindset because they want the fucking votes, right? So whoever is coming up for office, I have no idea. By the way, Biden fell again. What the fuck, dude? Get a cane. Like, for fuck's sakes.
It's kind of shitty, man, that he's, in this position. He's old. He's trying to run the world. It's kind of shitty, man. Because, what if that was your grandpa? Like, you wouldn't be so disparaging. And by the way, I'm not, like, backing up Biden or anybody for that matter.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, that's kind of shit. Like, if that was my grandpa and people were making fun of him, I'd be like, the fuck, dude? That's fucked up. Because that's going to literally happen to fucking all of us. Dementia, shit like that, like, to some degree in our old age.
100%. But you can't run a fucking country.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean? Because that just makes us, to other countries that see that have dictators and queens and whatever the fuck they have, right? Our own president can't stand on his own two fucking feet. That is pathetic as fuck.
Yeah, but let's be real. He doesn't have to stand on his feet to make decisions, and he has a cabinet that helped him make decisions, right?
Weak as fuck, dude. Like, our president's weak. He's fucking weak as fuck.
Well, people don't want the opposite of that.
I know, because
they're
they're all
opposite of that.
We had the opposite of it, but honestly, and I'll say it right now, like, I really think Donald Trump was one of the best presidents we've had.
Why is that?
He really was. Because I believe that he was really out there for the people. He wasn't out there for himself. I really believe he was out there for
He didn't need the money.
He didn't need the fucking money. He didn't need any of that shit. And honestly, I know that he's being fucking investigated or whatever the fuck. I don't know. In his 4 years of him in office, he did the best out of the last, every 4 years, right? Mm-hmm. The last fucking 4 or 5 fucking presidents.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And when COVID hit, he was like, fuck that. We're opening shit up. Let's get people back to the fucking world. Let's not lock this bitch down. you know, and then all of a sudden, like, everybody's like, no, fuck, fucking kill. You know,
I don't really follow what he did in office.
No
you know,
fucking
but
clue.
I will tell you this from the standpoint of me looking into him as a man. I liked the fact that he said what was on his mind.
Yeah.
And it may have been immature to some degree in some elements, but I can respect a man sticking up for what he believes. And I would say that about any man that sticks up for what they believe.
Yeah.
It's a very masculine trait, and I uphold that. That's you know, apart from the man that he is, I don't really care what he does. It has no bearing on me. But, and again, I'm not privy to what he did in office, but I will say that I uphold men that are masculine, period. And he was masculine, and a lot of people didn't like it. But a lot of people don't like me because of what I promote on my podcast, and that's masculinity. But if you don't like masculinity, then one or two things. You're a beta male or you're a feminist. And that's the reason why you wouldn't like me. Or maybe that's the reason why you wouldn't like Donald Trump. Or anybody that's analogous to Donald Trump or me.
Yeah, and I believe that, like, I guess the elections next year, I'm guessing, whatever I seriously don't know. That, and Biden's running again, and I don't know who the other party is against Biden, you know what I'm saying? I was really hoping that it possibly would have been Donald Trump. Because
DeSantis. DeSantis?
Is he any good?
Oh, I don't know. I don't pay attention to politics.
I fucking
though.
know,
Yeah.
dude. As long as he's better than Biden.
I pay attention to aliens more than I pay attention to politics.
You believe in aliens, huh?
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely.
You believe in AI?
What do you mean? There's nothing to believe in. It's factual. It's proven. It's there.
It's crazy, man. I don't believe in aliens.
You don't want to because you're scared.
No.
Because you're beta.
No, I'm not scared at all.
Yeah.
No.
Except the reality. Reality is there is life on other planets, period, end of story. And if you think that we're the only ones here, that's very myopic.
Then why haven't they fucking Independence Day our asses yet?
They don't need to yet. They don't need to. Don't believe what you see in the movies, bro.
I'm just saying though. Why
not
have
how they operate? Maybe they're more kind than you think. Maybe they're more level-headed than what you or I would be if we were in their position. Like, you don't know. But I'm not disputing that. I am saying though that there is. We actually have proof of alien craft that's not of this world. Like,
where?
Oh, dude, the government hides it, bro. The government hides it because we as human beings wouldn't know how to fucking react, which is the reason why they hold this shit from us.
You don't believe that would have got out somehow, shape, and form?
It is already out, but there's cover-ups. That's why.
Come on.
Yeah, man. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with you. There's nothing to argue. That's like me saying, Sledge, believe me that 2 + 2 is 4.
Yeah, it is 4.
Right.
Right.
There's no disputing
but
that.
There's no aliens.
But that's not. you're going on a whim here to say that there's no aliens when that's just your own naivete. That's just your own naivete coming to the forefront.
Right, but where's your proof to back this up?
You don't need. I mean, like I said, we have proof on the government's end, but they're concealing it. There's many presidents from like back in the day of Kennedy that have upholded secrecy around these topics.
See, that's just I don't believe that. I don't.
You don't want to believe it.
No,
you don't want to believe it. It's fine. Don't have to believe it.
I'm not going to believe it
I
until
know. Live in your own shell.
And you live in your own little world too. Until
it's not a little world. My world is fucking larger than your world because I'm open to fucking understanding that there is probably more life form out there than
2023, right? In the most technological world that we've ever been in. Technological world that we have been in.
I don't think that's a word.
Technological?
No, I don't think that's a word.
Pretty sure it is.
No.
Anyway.
Chat, tell us if that's a word or not. Look it up.
Anyway, with as much technology as we have, with nuclear fucking weapons, with everything that we have technology-wise, and continuing moving forward, you don't think that some way, shape, and form that there would be some kind of blip saying, "Oh, there's an alien life form. There's this and
There
that."
is. There has been that.
There's no proof.
Yes,
there's no real proof.
There are personal accounts of people that have worked on these spacecrafts that have no propulsion systems, no signs of fucking no signs of anything that we have to manufacture on this in terms of what we have available technology-wise to manufacture. We don't have the capabilities, and they have these things that have been crashed here. Russia doesn't have this technology. China doesn't have this technology. No one has the technology, but we have it from crash sites.
Bro, if something crashed here on the United States, they would not be able to cover that up.
Yes, they did.
Fuck no.
That Area 54 was Area 54 or 51? I'm sorry. They had a crash.
New
That was in
Mexico.
like the 60s, bro. That they cover that up. You obviously haven't done any research in this, and that's fine. But before you speak with so much veracity that's not even there, like, do some fucking research.
I don't believe fucking.
Don't believe
I
it.
don't
I
at
know.
all, because
You probably think that Ronnie Coleman's natural, no steroids,
Oh,
right? He
for
built that
fuck's
body
sakes.
himself, right?
For fuck's
Because
sakes,
lots
dude.
of fucking hard work and lots of
For
food.
fuck's sakes, dude, you're fucking ridiculous. For you,
No,
to
no,
think,
I'm just living in reality.
No, that's not a fucking reality, dude. That's
is
that's
reality.
a fucking dream. Because
is a dream?
I'm gonna tell you this right now, that if in the world that we live in right now, no one is able to keep their fucking mouth shut about shit, and people would be fucking talking or uncovering
talk.
or fucking sliding into Area 51 or whatever the
You
fuck.
can't. It's guarded. It's so heavily guarded. Bob Lazar was actually one that worked on these alien spacecraft, and he has absolute testament. I mean, and his story hasn't changed for the last 30 years.
Bro, we would be in space.
It's all right, man.
Bro, we
It's
would
all
be
right. We
in
don't have to-
in space even more now than what we were, and we're not in
does that
space a whole
mean?
lot.
We are going to space.
Yes,
we're
I understand.
building a fucking community on Mars.
We're not building a fucking community on Mars.
That's what
Jeez.
Elon's trying to do.
They haven't even shown that there's oxygen on Mars yet.
That's what Elon's trying to do. Alien Elon is trying to do that.
Oh my God, you got to stop.
Alien Elon
You
is
gotta-
trying to do that.
Who's had too many hits in the fucking head? This motherfucker.
Okay.
Jeez.
Alien
Elon.
That just came out. That wasn't even
Jeez. I bet you think fucking Twitter's real too.
Twitter's real?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Isn't Elon Musk doesn't he own Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, that's not real? Is that what you're saying?
It's not real. Twitter's.
Oh,
not real.
Twitter's. What do you mean? Is Instagram not real?
No. None of
Oh.
none of social media is real.
It's not real. What do you mean by that?
You can
Explain
fucking
that.
make anything you want to make look like something, just like you can make aliens all of a sudden appear.
What do you mean? Like, you mean CGI? You mean like Photoshop? What do
Yeah, you
mean?
can do all of that shit.
But the Twitter page, like the Twitter like Twitter in general, is a real thing. What do you mean?
People on Twitter.
What do you mean? People on Twitter, like bots?
Yeah, people. Are
Okay, but that's not analogous to aliens. Okay.
It
let's,
is.
Let's read some of the chat.
I wish I could get over here. I don't know why
Okay.
the fuck it's not doing that.
Hello, big man. Hope you had a great day. That's from Tavia Litfield.
I was having a great day until we started talking about stupid ass aliens.
Tinderbox Bakery. Shout out to Monica. Let's
Monica.
let's jump into some discussion. I think she was talking about when we started talking about us trying to get into
Politics.
politics and shit. And obviously, we gotta give a shout out to Tinderbox Bakery. Go ahead and get your Tinderbox Bakery sweets at tinderbox.com. Cheat day code Beauty and Brawn 15 for 50% off. Put your orders in. She's got amazing sweets.
She was just making some kind of like frosting or something on her page, and I was just like, ugh, fuck. This looks fucking amazing. I don't know why the fuck this is not working out very well over here, but
And Tinderbox Bakery, the other question, do you believe the U.S. really landed on the moon?
is that to Justin?
To both of us, I think.
Well, yeah.
Do you believe or was that photoshopped?
No,
Not
I
real?
believe that we went to the moon,
Oh,
but there's
you
no
do?
there's no oxygen on the
Oh,
moon.
what proof do we have that we landed on the moon? What proof? They've actually debunked that, or tried to debunk that pretty
Oh,
extensively.
for sure they have.
So
Absolutely.
what proof do we have,
But
Sledge?
there's no fucking proof that there's fucking aliens out there. No one's taking a picture.
But
of
what
a
proof
fuck-
do we have we landed on the moon? Were you there?
No,
Were you on the
I
moon
wasn't
with
even
them? Were
alive
you in the
then.
spaceship?
No, I wasn't even fucking alive, douchebag. Neither were you.
So we don't know. It's what we're
It was
trying
like
to...
when did they go up? When was the first person to land on the moon?
I don't know.
It was like the 60s,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. We don't really know. It's all speculation.
Yeah, and you don't really know that. You don't really know that there's.
Okay, I will tell you this.
Tell me.
If I was to hedge a bet, I'd hedge it on yes, there's aliens.
Ugh.
Yep.
There's no fucking aliens. Bro.
Okay.
You watch too much Independence Day.
I don't watch. Actually, I haven't seen that.
You haven't? It's a good
I haven't
movie.
even seen that. I'm not a real big movie buff.
I'm a huge movie buff. I love movies.
Yeah.
Did you see what does it say? Monica, do you believe that there's aliens? I want to know if Monica believes that there's aliens. You know, I don't think there's aliens. If you guys think there's aliens, put like a thumbs up in the chat because I could read the thumbs up. I can't read anything else. My eyes are foobar. So, why haven't they've? Wait, what?
Why haven't we gone back to the moon?
I don't know. It's a good question. Why haven't we gone back to the moon, Justin?
Oh, I don't know. I don't care about going to the moon. I care about aliens.
That's a.
They're interesting, man. Aliens are interesting.
What makes them interesting?
Everything, man. Their technology, like how advanced they are.
But you don't know that they're advanced.
Okay.
That's speculation.
Okay. Do you think that aliens are made up by Hollywood? And like that's it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. This
Have you not seen the
this
movie
just-
Aliens?
this just proves. But where did the idea of aliens come from?
Obviously, it
You
was.
think a producer in Hollywood just made up aliens and then everybody ran with that?
Where was who created Nightmare on Elm
No,
Street?
answer
Freddy.
my question.
A fucking producer.
Answer my question. Who do you think somebody just came up with that idea of aliens and then ran and then people just ran with it and now it is what it is today?
Man, you watch too much Men in Black.
Answer the question.
Yeah, I don't believe in aliens. No, I do not at all. I think it's
No, you're not answering my question. You're deflecting.
No, I'm not deflecting.
What? Yes, you are. What do you think a producer just had the bright idea of aliens?
Yes, just like a number
So
one
it all
producers.
started with E.T. Then is what you're saying. Steven Spielberg is the creator of aliens and the entire alien industry is what
fucking
you're saying.
E.T. went home, brother. All right,
That's what you're saying, though.
Yeah, he phoned the fuck home.
That's what you're inferring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steven Spielberg.
Now that we
phoned
know
the fuck home.
the basis of your logic, great.
Yeah, and the basis of your logic is absolute dog shit.
I mean, yes, aliens are real. Shout out to Nick Alpha, not Beta.
No, jeez.
Don't know or think we really want to go to the. We really go to the moon. We really went to the moon. He says we don't know or
If you're
think
gonna
we
read
really
it-
went to the moon.
What?
I mean, space is, and this is coming from. You need to blow the fucking chat up. I can't see shit.
I can't see shit either. I don't know why it's not working over here. My bad. No, it's not my bad. Fuck you. It's my shit.
Can't take ownership over nothing.
That's right. Because you don't do shit.
Is it the Austin? The Austin
Austin
acid?
acid? Yeah.
Okay. Austin Acid says, I mean, space is so vast and almost never ending. I do believe there are some aliens, but do I believe they're super advanced? No, not really. Do I think we went to the moon? Nope. That comes from Austin Acid. Tinderbox, have you guys heard of the Anak?
A knock?
I don't know.
What is that?
The Anak. No, I haven't heard of that.
No, what's a knock? What is that?
Aliens!
Aliens are oh, here we go. Sweet. There we go. Sweet. Okay,
Okay.
cool. All right. There it is. Sweet. I just had to.
Anaki. No, I haven't heard of Anaki.
What is a Naki? Hanaki. Aliens, I don't think we really went to the moon. Okay, so if you think aliens are fucking real, but you don't really think we went to the fucking moon, like how the fuck does that even work?
The two are not mutually exclusive, dipshit.
They're in space, aren't they?
Oh, gosh. You're talking about our technology based on their technology. It's two different things. The aliens didn't come fucking here because they have an advanced technology. Possibly.
Why would they not come here? Possibly.
Who do you? What
There's
makes
possibly.
you think they haven't?
They haven't, Kim. in
Okay,
here.
because you know all.
No,
Right,
I'm
you're
not saying. I'm not
omniscient.
saying.
Yes, the Great Sledge is omniscient, knows everything.
No, but
Okay.
you're running your mouth like you fucking know everything about fucking aliens.
No,
and
I'm
like,
saying that there's a possibility that they do exist, and I do believe that they could
don't.
possibly exist. That's what I'm
So,
saying.
Justin, if you believe in aliens, do you believe in?
No, I don't believe in Bigfoot, man, or the Mothman. No, I don't believe in that.
Get him! Fucking get him!
I don't believe in Bigfoot, the Mothman, or nothing like that. No,
Wait, but there's been pictures of Bigfoot.
no, they make that shit up, man.
Come on, man. There's been pictures. There's been sightings
make
of
that
Bigfoot.
shit up. I just
Find,
don't believe
there's
that-
TV shows. Find Bigfoot.
What I'm saying is, I don't believe that in this vast solar system with billions and billions of fucking planets and stars, I don't believe that we are the only life form. That's what I'm saying. End of discussion. That's all I'm saying. And then when it comes to Bigfoot and things like that, I think those things are built around trying to get, I don't know, maybe as an enterprise, promoting or creating an enterprise for people to, because people love that whole illusion of something that's out of this world. But aliens, I just don't think that there's a possibility that they don't exist and it's just in our imagination. I just don't think that with all of the vastness in the solar system that we are the only fucking life form. That's all I'm saying, man. And that goes to Austin Acid. By the way, I mean, this whole thing is just kind of.
But there's been so much proof saying that it exists. That Bigfoot exists.
No, there's not actually proof saying it exists. It's based on, if you watch like the stories on the history or the shows on the History Channel, it's really massively produced. You know, there's no. I'm not saying that people don't see shit. Maybe they do. I don't know, but I'm not subscribing to that. I am, however, subscribing to the fact that there is a possibility in the vast solar system that there's probably other life form. That's all I'm saying.
You know what people should really subscribe to? This channel.
Yes. If you haven't subscribed,
There you go. Good transition. You're welcome.
you need to subscribe.
You're welcome.
Spotify and YouTube,
It
because
is.
we're not on Apple yet for some reason.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you should set it up.
I'm not the tech side.
Exactly.
Exactly. You're lazy. That's what
I
it
am
is.
far from lazy.
Well, then do it.
All right.
Unlazy beta.
You know, maybe you should fucking do something. You
I
don't
do.
fuck all.
I do. I do so much.
You don't do. What do you do?
I'm not going to tell people what I do. I don't want to
Exactly,
tell
you don't
people
do
what I
shit.
do on here. But your job is that.
My job is a lot of things. That's the reason why
Man
this.
of many hats.
Yes, that's why this place
All
runs.
the beta hats.
No, that's why this place. You can't do what I do because that makes you. You can't do what I do. Straight out, you can't do what I do. No,
You can't do what I do.
You can't do what I do, and you can admit that you can't do what I do.
That's okay.
Exactly.
I don't do beta work.
No, that's not beta work. That's fucking man work, dude. That's fucking man work.
Let's get it.
Yeah, that's fucking man work.
Oh,
You just admit that I'm fucking smarter than you
You're
at this
so
shit.
smarter, so much smarter than me, but I'm better
Exactly.
looking. So I win.
You're not a fucking better looking.
I
Any
win.
way, shape, and form.
Better looking.
All right,
I win. Better
all right,
looking.
Timberlake.
Better body. Better
No,
fucking
no,
vernacular.
no.
Better everything.
No.
I win.
No, yeah, because you yell like a fucking bitch.
I'm just being theatrical. That's all.
No, you're being a bitch. There's a difference.
I
You're
think
ye-
someone's
you-
offended
you
because
have
he's
to
using
yell.
big words now.
You
Oh my
have to
gosh.
yell.
Well,
You have
during-
to yell
dur-
over to get
Why are
your
you being so
point.
emotional?
You
I'm
have
not
to yell to
emotional.
get
I'm
your
just,
point.
I'm just being theatrical.
You have
that's
to
all.
yell to get your point because that's what a bitch does. They yell to try to get their point across.
You're so serious, and I'm
Exactly.
just not.
That's why
Because-
you're sitting there yelling. "Ah, ah, 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 ah."
Have you heard of like being theatrical on purpose?
That's
Just
not-
acting.
that's-
It's just a joke.
You're a
just a joke.
horrible
But you
actor.
don't know how to. You
Horrible
don't know how to
actor.
take me. You're
Horrible
just not.
actor.
You're not.
Horrible actor.
You don't know how to take my jokes. Clearly,
Apparently, the aliens are jokes too.
they're not a joke to me. They're a joke to you.
They're a mad joke.
Joke to you.
Horrible joke. Okay, where do we go from here?
You got to talk to the crowd.
Talk to the crowd. Talk to the people. Talk to the people. Talk to
them.
Talk to them.
Question time.
Question.
Question time from the chat.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask questions. Clap, clap, smooth. Like butt cheese. Nothing. Nothing wrong with a nice smooth butt cheek. Anyway. I want to know, yeah. Ask us a question, chat. You know. They probably had to turn down their fucking gimmick because you were fucking yelling so damn loud. You hear the birds chirping out the back. So aliens in your mind are real. Bigfoot's not real. What other kind of conspiracies are out there? Not conspiracies, but what are like not Bigfoot, aliens, and what's the other one? Swamp Thing. You know?
I don't believe in Swamp Thing.
Yeah, when are you guys gonna take the show to another location, like a special show at a gym or food challenge? Well, we've done both of those. We've done both the gym and food challenge. We did hoagies for the food challenge, and then we did.
She's saying, when are you going to do it again?
Oh, when are we going to do it again? I apologize. When are you guys going to go to take the show to? Justin, do you believe in the Loch Ness Monster? What other things do you believe in?
I don't believe in the Loch Ness Monster. What other things do you believe is real, Justin? Like on the basis of what is a possible conspiracy or just in general? I don't. I think the only thing I really subscribe to is that there's, and I'll reinstate it, is that because our solar system is so vast, I think that it would be myopic of me to ascertain that there is only us on this planet and that's it in terms of life form. So I'm open to the possibility that there's other life form. That's what I subscribe to. But when it comes to other things like basically what the History Channel promulgates, like Loch Ness Monster, Mothman, Bigfoot, everything like that, no, I don't believe in those things. I think that a body would have came up when it comes to if it was something like Bigfoot or something like that. I'll tell you what I want to be real. I want Megalodon to be real because I fucking love great white sharks, and I love the whole Megalodon story. That thing is just insane, and I want him to be real, but I don't think he is. I don't think he exists to this day.
That's that Jason Statham movie, right, Meg?
Yeah.
They're making another one.
I know. I'm gonna see that shit.
I just saw the previews for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be Meg 2. It's gonna be the shit. So I would love if Megalodon was real because that would be the most terrifying thing if he was still alive to this day. Yes, I'm telling you that, Austin.
Austin's a cool dude, man. He's from Canada. He's from Canada.
Yeah, Megalodons are my thing, man. I love Megalodons.
So you're big into like sharks and shit then?
No, not sharks, and John, prejudiced when it comes to all sharks except for great whites. I love great whites only.
Would you do Shark Tank?
I would do Shark Tank if I had a something to
present.
Yeah. Shark Tank would be fun. That would be fun.
Shark Tank would be very interesting. It would be. Yeah. Like, how much do you think that's produced?
Everything is so produced, right? But I mean, I would say that.
Like the ideas and like, do you think the people that are pitching the ideas are actors?
No.
Or do you think they're like legit?
I think they're real.
Yeah.
I think they're real, but I think that for example, like Kevin O'Leary and the Sharks and stuff, I think that they're prompted to say certain things and be a certain way. But
do you think they have an idea of what is...
she says go into a Shark Tank.
Oh, fuck.
We're talking about the fucking show.
Oh, yeah. Would I go into a Shark Tank?
I would not go into a Shark Tank. I don't know why, but I just like, even though I would be somewhat secure, I just would, nah, man, I couldn't do it.
I probably would do it. Maybe. I don't know. That would be like a time of day decision, like getting in decision. Like, do I do it? Do I not do it? Do I do it? Do I not do it? You know, like, don't tell me that the reality TV is produced also. Yeah, man, it kind of is to a point. I know, it's crazy. Fucking hell. What is this world coming to? You know,
I mean, it's about viewers and money.
that's it.
You know, more viewers means more money. More money means more power. At a certain point, what do you want more money for if you have so much money already? I don't understand that concept. I'm guessing it's because I'm not power oriented. I don't want power over people. I don't want so much money that I don't know what the fuck to do with it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to leave legacy, and I want to, if I anything, I would want to leave generational wealth. But that's it. I wouldn't want to have so much money where I'm buying planes and I'm buying yachts, and it's like, like drug money. Like, that's just for what?
I want to say like the Saudis are like that. Like they have just so much stupid money.
They're in the oil industry.
Yeah, and like they're coming over to the U.S. and they're just buying all kinds of shit up. Like they just had that big merger with PGA. Like they bought the PGA. Like what the fuck?
They're just trying to put money into shit, right?
Yeah.
Because they have so much of it.
They're like, and that's literally what they said. They were like, we're tired of buying shit, so we decided to come over here and buy the PGA.
Wow.
It's like, fuck you, dude. So they bought the PGA, and like now they're looking to like possibly like buy like an NFL team. Like,
how about just buy the entire NFL? You know
right.
what I mean?
Like if you have that much money, like why would you just not like thank you, Tinderbox. Appreciate it.
She says, great show, guys. Catch the rest on replay.
Appreciate it. Yeah, like just so much stupid money, that like why would they not buy an NFL? Like buy the NFL or Major League Baseball or whatever the fuck, like, and that's when you literally have so much fucking money and you don't know what to do with it. Are you legitimately happy?
But the industry that they're in, they just make so much. They make hand over fist money.
Yeah. That's what they should do. They should bring some of that shit over here so their fucking gas prices go down. You know what I mean? But the gas prices are like the cheapest they've been in like a while.
Yeah, they're better.
Like $4.95 I paid the other day. I was like, oh shit.
They're better for sure.
Yeah. I don't know where y'all live, but here in Cali, like gas prices are expensive as fuck. So, you got anything going on this weekend?
Yeah, a whole lot of nothing.
Nice, dude.
Wait, when's Father's Day?
Sunday.
It's this weekend, right?
See.
So I'll hang out with my dad, obviously.
Shout
Sunday.
out all you fathers.
Shout out to all the fathers, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're alphas and not betas.
All fathers. And be a father. I mean, if you have that much money, you could.
Shout out to the person who you're reading the comment to.
Austin Acid?
From Austin Acid. I mean, if you have that much money, could you buy happiness? You could buy. I think you could buy a momentary happiness, but it's fleeting. Ultimately, as human beings, I think we're after fulfillment, and I don't think you can buy fulfillment. No, having and attaining fulfillment comes from you orienting yourself around morals, virtues, and principles, and really following those pursuits that help to complement whatever the principles and morals and virtues are.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to give you fulfillment, and ultimately that doesn't mean an extensive ROI. Also, that could mean emptiness for a while. Just because you're following your passion or pursuits or etc. doesn't mean that you're going to ultimately gain fulfillment right out the gate. I mean, you could, if anything, just gain emptiness or have emptiness as a result of following your path. But eventually, things are going to shift in your favor, and that's what you hold faith over, and that's what you continuously press into, is that possibility that's going to happen. And that's why you keep working, and that's why you keep working diligently. You're prudent with your energy and your efforts, etc. But you can't buy happiness. You can buy things. You can buy moments of happiness. You can buy, you can buy trips. You can buy cars. You can buy boats. You can buy houses. You can give to people. I would say the only thing that's going to really extensively augment that happiness is when you give to people. That could give you levels of fulfillment, because you're making other people better. You're making other people more comfortable rather as a result of your giving, but when it comes to material things, you can buy and you can adopt moments of happiness in those, in the interim, but it's not going to gain fulfillment. And that's, I think, we're ultimately after, is fulfillment.
Well said. Well said. I don't have anything on top of that.
I mean, so you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and on top of that, like, say you get your fortune, right? And 9 times out of 10, if you get your fortune with a woman that was with you before you had your fortune, 9 times out of 10, she's going to be there for you. If you fucking get a woman that is, if you get your fortune before you get a woman, 9 times out of 10, she's just there for the money and for the lifestyle. And is that really fulfillment? Is that really love? Is that really what you're sought after? No, I would say you'd want to get a woman before you get your, you want to find your ride or die before you get rich, because your ride or die is going to help you get rich, if that makes sense. So,
well, and you don't want a woman that's with you just for your money.
Just for the money, yeah. And just the way, being a gold digger.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a pretty solid answer. I was listening to it. I was like, yeah, nope, I don't have any bitches moans or groans on that shit, because it's pretty much fucking true,
Yeah, it's a sticky subject with people, because they throw that word around, happy, like it's an end all be all to their problems, and it's just not. You're searching for fulfillment. You're not searching for happiness. That's the real happiness.
Yes, happiness doesn't really isn't true. It's not real.
It's momentary. It's fleeting, right?
Yeah. You want to find that joy, that fulfillment, like you said. So yeah, no, that's great. Good, awesome.
It's not on you no more. The camera.
It hasn't been on me this whole time.
Oh no.
I got to figure out a different way of doing that. So. Which I probably will figure out some way, shape, and form in the next, a couple weeks. Who knows?
So what's new with your training, man? Anything new with your training?
Nah, man. Just been training's going good. Doing the Stairmaster, that sucks. But other than that, nothing really.
Thigh Master?
The Thigh Master. You remember that in the 80s? The little fucking gimmick that fucking, you push your fucking thighs together and shit. It was like blue.
Was it Barbra Streisand?
Was it Barbra Streisand? Yeah.
Maybe
those old school fucking workout fucking on, was it half hour in the mornings?
Yeah.
On television.
Yeah.
Cable television. Richard Siemens. Let's go, people. Let's go.
Richard Siemens was the hype man.
The hype man of the century, dude.
Yeah.
That fucking guy, man.
So you're still doing the same shit? Same workouts, kind of? Nothing changed?
Nothing really changed. Just more like, just kind of up the reps. That's about it. But other than that, like, no, pretty much mostly the same. Food hasn't really been cut or anything like that. So, yeah, feeling good, Just we're working on conditioning. That's it.
Yeah.
And, like, legs is like, I'm working on my leg conditioning. Like, I really want my legs to be in, like, ridiculously good condition.
I
like that sissy squat though. You could use the sissy squat right into Bulgarian split squats. You can use that little pad.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you could go right into the Bulgarian. And I did that on Monday, which was ridiculous.
Yeah, so. That's a brutal. Depending on the weight you're using and the reps you're adopting, that could be a brutal.
Yeah, because I was using it as doing front squats with it, right? Sissy front squats, and then after I was done with that. I would go into Bulgarian split squats right after it, because it was just already there.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, that thing is a torture device, man. I mean, it can be used like that.
Somebody was talking at the gym, was like, oh yeah, I don't like this thing. And I was like, well, why? Oh, it doesn't like, I don't know what they said. And I was just like, well, you're obviously not using it right then. Like, it's a fucking sissy squat. Like, So yeah, no.
Suzanne's Alpha Nico. Suzanne Summers was the Thigh Master. You're right.
Was that who it is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Much of a movie buff. So
Okay, again. Austin Acid says,
oh, Jesus.
I know Justin isn't much of a movie buff, but when he does watch movies, is he a horror fan? Okay, let me be honest with you. I'm not a horror fan when it only certain, like, I can watch certain horror movies. Like, for example, I can watch It, no problem. with it. I like it. But when it comes to Michael Myers, that shit freaks me the fuck out because Michael Myers could actually happen in real life. There could be a guy that's sinister in nature that could go around and kill people like he can. Whereas it's like, come on, it's a fairy tale. That's not gonna happen. Somebody from the sewer come up and dress like a clown. But I can't get with Michael Myers, man. I know you can. You like all that shit. Hats off to you, man. You can watch it. I just can't watch that shit. Like it gives me really fucking insane visuals when I'm taking a shower or when I'm, you know what I mean? Like I think I gotta always keep my gun on me because I think, what if somebody came up my fucking stairs right now with a knife? Every time I watch something like that, it sets in my brain. So I just don't do it to myself. And right after I watch it, I'm very uptight and I'm very agitated.
What about like the Scream movies? Because that's more realistic than Michael Myers.
Yeah, that same thing. But I don't know. I'm really contradictory when it comes to this because it's just like certain movies. Scream, I could probably watch that even though that could be definitely real. So I know I'm contradicting myself in this regard, but I don't know what to tell you. It's like certain things hit me certain ways than others. Like certain movies hit me in a certain way than other movies. And Michael, I just can't do Michael, man. I could do Freddy. I could do Scream and shit. I could do anything like The Hills Have Eyes, even though that could be, that could probably be something that's real.
What about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I don't like that either. I don't like even though I've watched it, I don't like that.
It's supposed to be a true story.
That is no, that's an inflated true story. So like that got really drawn out of perspective, and then Hollywood ran with it, and did the whole Leatherface shit, with the chainsaw.
Technically Leatherface was just putting somebody's face on his face.
No, with the chainsaw situation, right? Like, I don't think that was that a real thing, the chainsaw?
I believe so. He was a butcher.
But I don't think he butchered with chainsaws, did he?
Yeah, some butchers do that I know of.
But you don't know if he did that.
I don't know.
I don't know where they got it, right? Is what I'm saying.
I mean, every horror movie guy needs to have some kind of weapon.
But no, I don't really like horror movies in general. I'd rather spend my time watching something like a true story. I like true stories, like documentaries, biographies. I like funny shit, but they don't make any funny things nowadays. It seems like I remember Superbad.
Yeah,
like Superbad and Hangover and shit like that. Like I like those kinds of movies, and then I like true story shit. True documentaries.
I got into a show over the weekend that I'm looking forward to continuing. It's called The Bear. And it's about a cook that went from a 5-star restaurant to like his uncle's restaurant that is just a shit show, and he's trying to make it more of an upscale place, and like he's in debt. Like his brother owned it, and like it's loan sharks after him, and now he's like, now it's your debt, bro. Like
it's real.
No, I don't know. I don't think it's real, but I don't think it's real at all. But it's still like a really, really good story, and I love the way it's shot because I really like to watch how cinematic things are and like how the coloring is and all that stuff, and it's just a really, really good show. It's called The Bear. It's on Hulu.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That might be a good watch.
It'd be a good watch.
Austin asks it's hard to find good comedy now. Yeah, it is, man. It's hard to find it because people are too scared of offending people.
It's true.
Making movies. They're just too scared.
Matt Rife. Matt Rife. You ever heard of Matt Rife? He's a comedian, and he's like this young up-and-coming comedian, and he's funny as shit. He is just so funny. He does like a lot of crowd work and stuff like that. Matt Rife's fucking the man. But apparently he's in like some heat because like he possibly said something offensive on stage, and somebody took fucking offense.
Of course.
And he's like, it's a fucking comedy show, assholes.
Course.
Like, what the fuck? So, yeah.
Right. People just are so easily offended, man. They just don't have thick skin anymore.
Yeah, it's like thinking that Michael Myers possibly could be real. I know, it's crazy.
I know. It is crazy.
Or aliens real.
I know, it's crazy.
That's probably the same thing. It's like aliens, Michael Myers. Could they both be real?
I know it's pretty crazy that there could be more out there than what we know of today. I know it's a crazy thought to put into play, but yeah.
Michael Myers is going to come in here right now.
All right, well, I'm not saying Michael Myers is going to come. I don't believe in Michael Myers. I didn't say that.
You know, he's gonna a guy with a mask.
Is
with
this your way of trying to like,
Guy
I don't
with a
know, hit me or
mask.
something, bury me or something?
No.
It's not working. It's not. You're not good
guy
at
with
it.
guy with a mask.
I mean,
is gonna come
we were done with that a long time ago, and you keep wanting to
in. Guy with a mask is gonna come in and shank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you should
Clearly,
have
somebody was offended by that
your,
alien thing.
have your gun on you.
Seriously,
You know, watch out! Don't walk up the stairs.
don't get offended, Sledge.
It's okay.
It's just a
Watch out.
conversation here, bro.
Watch out.
It's just a conversation. Betas get offended easy.
Betas
Yeah.
are scared of horror movies.
Betas get offended very easy.
Betas
Say that.
are scared of horror movies
I didn't
that
say I
aren't
was scared.
real.
I say I don't like to watch this shit. That's just all
You
I
know,
said. I didn't say I
that
was
aren't-
scared of
that
it. I
aren't
just don't like to
real.
watch it.
You know, because he could come up my stairs and stab me while I'm in the shower.
Well, it's also inviting evil into my brain, and I choose to filter what I see and what I take in. Maybe other people are not that diligent with what they filter. Maybe like yourself. I'm diligent with what I filter and what I see and what I expose myself to. So, because what I expose myself to is going to inevitably take root in me, possibly or possibly not. And I don't want to give it that upper hand, so to speak. So I choose to only watch and do certain things. I choose to live my life in a certain way. I choose to omit certain things from my life. Especially if I know that they don't work for me, they don't work for my psychology. I don't continuously feed those things especially when they're empty. They're empty.
Hey, Justin, what's your favorite scary movie?
I don't know if I have one, but if I was to choose, I don't know, probably be something like It, maybe? I don't know.
Old one? Remake?
New shit. I mean, I like old shit too, but I would say the new shit because the cinematics is far better.
It is really, really good. The cinematics, yes. All right, man. That's it.
Well, that's it?
That's it. That's it.
Are you done?
That's it, man.
What you gotta do today?
I just want to know what your favorite scary movie was.
What are you going to do today?
I'm gonna go watch the hockey game. The Golden Knights are gonna win the fucking Stanley Cup tonight.
How many fights do you think they're going to be in the
A
game?
lot.
Like,
a lot.
Let's put a wager
Oh
on
my
it.
gosh. Are we talking like ref breakups? Or are we actually talking about like full on fucking scraps?
Yeah, full on scraps.
I'm gonna go 2 or 3.
That's it?
It just depends. Well, because the refs jump in fairly quickly. It just depends on what the score of the game is. If Florida is getting their fucking mollywomped, they're gonna want to fight everybody. If it's a still
Molly whopped.
That's
Is
what I
it
said.
whopped or womped?
I think it's I don't know mollywop. If
Mollywop.
if Florida is losing by a lot, they're gonna want to fight everybody. If Florida is still in it, it's a very close game, then I think they'll keep their emotions in check. Possibly. I'm very excited about this because I'm really hoping the Golden Knights win tonight.
You're a hockey buff?
I love hockey.
Have you ever played it? You played it?
I've played roller hockey and I know how to ice skate, but I've
Yeah.
never put them both together. No.
Okay, so 2 or 3, that's it.
Yeah, I don't see it. It just depends. It really, honestly, it just depends. It really does. And the game starts at like 5, so yeah.
All right. Well, it's been real. Thanks for the chat. Don't forget to put your order in tinderboxbakery.com and Beauty and Brawn 15% off.
And we're live here every Tuesday at 3 p.m. on the dot.
On the dot, says the man.
All right. I press record right then and there.
Beauty and Brawn.
Bye-bye.